for those of you who don't know, my name is Zen. That's what you can refer to me as. It's like call me God or call me. It's just some people know me. This is what I do. If this is the first time you ever listened to me, maybe you'll see. But if you don't know, maybe go, if you want to learn something, go back to my earlier. I mean, you could learn something here, I'm sure. Go back to my earlier videos. Depends on how you'd like to be. I don't know. You remember how you went to school and there were some teachers that were good at teaching and some that were very bad? There were some classes that you didn't like, and it wasn't the class. It wasn't like that you didn't like math or you didn't like English. It was the teacher sucked. What I try to do here at this point is I'm like all of the teachers that you loved and hated all wrapped into one. Now I'd like to know, what has happened to humanity? Does it exist anymore? Whatever was it? Do we live in Westworld? Like that whole idea. Have you ever watched the show? Have you ever seen the show Westworld? People like, if just a general thing, when you say people have lost their goddamn mind, in a matter of 2 minutes, I had the dumbest. Well, no, it was a little more than 2 minutes. I don't like to exaggerate stories. Let's see, it was about 7 minutes. With a matter of 7 minutes, I was the only two people I've seen I had an interaction with that made me like lose faith that there's anything other than a construct. This is a joke. That this isn't. That humans don't exist anymore. That the whole thing about the stars don't matter, the sun doesn't matter, the earth doesn't matter. There's no gods. There's just a bunch of fucking weird people. Like, I don't mean weird in the sense that, like, you know, sometimes we say some jokes and act goofy and whatever. I'm saying people that are so completely non-participants in reality. They just act. They're not acting foolish. They just are foolish. Like, I act foolish. Okay, understand? I know. Most of you do probably too act foolish, because sometimes it's funny because you're being fooling. If I told you the two things that just occurred to me, you would be literally, and because people here know that I don't layer extra syrup and details, and I don't over. People that know me in real life know that they've been around. Like, I usually undertell a story. I don't overtell a story. But the two things I just dealt with were just so. It's like, what am I dealing with here? What is this? Like, it was like, I'm just like here, just trying to live what is a normal human life, just walking through my existence, and I had the most amazingly strange interactions with what I thought were humans that proved to me that people. It's not that people suck. The first person that I dealt with, I was like, you suck. Second person, I was like, oh, you're just scared. But then I realized afterwards, like, both of them are like scared people. But then I was like, well, maybe they're not even people. I don't fucking know. It was just the most. Maybe when some people get in here in a little bit, I'll tell the story, because that way I can at least interact and tell you about the goofiness. Yay. Yes, sir. Gang, bike gang. Yes. Oh yeah, bike gang. Let's go. There was like 20 kids on bikes, man. You can tell. I think that they're probably between like 16 and 20. They're having some fun. I'm still curious as to where what is this reality anymore? Like, Twilight Zone is one thing. It's funny. I think it's fucking hilarious in one sense. In another sense, it's troubling. It's troubling in the sense of what it's doing to this whole thing. What is it doing to people? from a mental perspective. People are, some people are losing their mind in the best way, and other people are losing their mind in the worst way. Yeah. You see the crazy people like, conspiracy theorists, old person, crazy, out of their mind. See the person in the park feeding the pigeons, screaming about something. They were probably right most of the time. Some of them are literally fucking Looney Tunes, let's be honest, But there are some of them that you may look at them and go, they're fucking crazy. But if you just stopped and looked them in the eyes and had a conversation with them, and anybody here that knows me knows I don't have a problem talking to anyone. I mean, there are some people I won't talk to and they tend to be like, why wouldn't you go talk to that person? I was like, because that person's not real. Like they don't have any heart, soul, feeling, whatever. And they're like, you talk to like homeless people and bums and creeps and strangers and drunks and fools and crackheads and whores and I was like, didn't Jesus do that? Yeah, I'm not comparing myself to a guy that didn't exist anyways, but I'm trying to figure out what people's motivation is in life anymore. I mean, what do people want? What is left here? What is left on this? I mean, the world is still abundant. That's the point. Every year we get this whole rigmarole of the world's gonna end and this is gonna happen and Jesus is gonna come back and there's this crazy shit that's gonna go on and 2000 there's like the internet's gonna explode and then in 2012 the Mayan calendar, then it's just all the shit that we've been through all the years. So they told us the gas was going to rot in the 60s, and they said again in the 70s, and then the 80s and the 90s. They stopped doing that, but now they told you the earth is getting too cold, or is it getting too hot? First they told you, and here's how they tricked you dumbasses. First they told you that the earth was, what was happening? They used a word and they changed it. And this whole thing that's going on, they changed the word that you think that it's called 5 times, and they also spelled it in capital letters, which already should tell you something. Hold on a second. I don't even smoke, but it's a DiGiorno mint black. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke tobacco. I don't really like it. But this, because elements really don't even bother me anymore. So anybody who hasn't understood how this works, if you did this would probably fuck you up. But here, I'll show you something. I don't smoke. Yeah, you could watch all my videos. Only recently have I even smoked anything. I'll drink. Watch. Eat that shit. Doesn't affect me. You just eat the shit. You eat it. What? Life is about consumption and turning whatever it is into something positive. That should have probably given me a major head buzz. No. Just still sitting here. Look if I stand up and do a backflip right now. Even though I can't even do a backflip. Probably do one right now. I'm crazy, man. I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with the world. Interactions with people are so, for me, it's spontaneity and energetics and But it's just like some people are so fucking, the fear in people and the all they have to do is just do just a tiny bit of research into anything, and they'll realize there's really not a lot of things to fear. The amounts of, through the years, somebody was like, well, in 1913 there was a pandemic, and now there's a pandemic. Like, it took 100 years for it to happen again. There was people dead there. Now I get it's not really happening these days. People are just falling over. The person said to me, people are falling over, dying left and right in the street. I'm like, no, that's not what happened. So they assumed that propaganda only exists in certain countries at certain times. That hasn't happened since the beginning of any time. Look at that. This is what should come out of my mouth. Watch. That's what should. Right? Magic tricks. It's called meditation. Meditation. I can do this without this. That's just the proof of eating it. Magic tricks. It's not magic. It's not. It's just what you're capable of. It's what you are. You were born a magician. So somebody saw a picture of something that happened in 1913, and they believe that to be true. But today they go, oh, I expect the media and the news to lie about shit, but not in 1913. So maybe this is sort of kind of, there's something going on. Watch, do it again, watch. That's what should come out of you, but no, it's not. It's like, just eat it. What do you think vultures do? The vulture's coming to eat your bones. Blackbird sings in the dead of night. What's up? Who's up in here? Arcane. What was ridiculous? Yeah. People have been thinking apocalypse has been going on every fucking. Well, there's major times within the year, and major times within decades, and major time within centuries, major time in epochs, and they don't even know what an apocalypse is and how like it's just times of energies changing. But when things change, they don't understand the changing of energies and how to work with it. It's like they oh, fuck Saturn, fuck all this. No, not fuck Saturn. You have no idea what Saturn's done for you. It gave you an opportunity to experience life in time. But if you're out of time, what does that mean? You're outside of time. Then you can get inked up, become a Time Lord, and you can emit time. I don't know. It's just that. Hey, Arcane, see, you thought there was actually something, yes, and I accept that, and it's a placebo effect. The placebo, it's called a placebo and nocebo. It means the mind has more power than anything. I walk into a building, and I'm about to get on an elevator, and I have my mask on. I got a mask here. It's just this. It's not actually, and I was wearing it. And I said, what's up, man? So he's standing in the elevators. He looks at me, and I could see underneath his mask, because I'm not talking to you, and he walked to the left. I was like, can I get on this one of these two elevators? Or like, okay, I'll go over here. And so I go and hit a third elevator. I hit the button, and it came first, and I got to where I need to go. He was very angry. I don't know. Then I said, what's up, man? How you doing? And he was like, I'll talk to you. And I was like, but he had a mask on, but I could tell what he was doing with his face, because I could see it up here. He was not happy with me even saying hi to him, even with the mask on, even though they were 6 feet apart. Made no sense. So then I'm trying to go back on the elevator to go down the elevator. This chick stands, I'm telling you, not 6 feet, not 10 feet, almost 10 yards from me. And I didn't have my mask on. So I said, hey, what's up, dude? Oh, and I was like, and I just wasn't even thinking about it, because, so I was like, put my mask on. I was like, hey, it's okay, or, I don't know if you want this, I'll go over here. No, it's okay, So I was like, oh, let me try to, I got my mask on. Oh, everything's good. Nose, mouth, the whole thing. It's like, so the elevator comes, one elevator comes. And I was like, do you want to get on? I was like, I'll take the next one. I don't want to offend you, blah, blah. She's like, well, I already had the coronas, the corona balonies. I had it. I was like, you're still alive, huh? Like, that's crazy, man. I was like, that's crazy. I said I had the flu when I was like 12, and I haven't been sick with the flu again. And she didn't really know what to say, and then she started saying something. I was like, I can get in the elevator with you? She said, yeah, come on. So I get in the elevator, and I was like, I was riding the elevator down with her. I said, you know what the greatest thing I know is humor is the best medicine. So I tried to tell her a joke, and she goes, there's nothing funny about this. I was like, funny about what? I was like, she had literally she's like, I had it. I was like, you're sitting here alive. You're pretty. You're, I didn't say all of this, but I'm like, okay, so you had the flu or no? She's like, I had it. I was like, what does that mean? Everyone's been, diseased and sick sometimes in their life. And she was like, I'm on the elevator with the mask on. I was like, and I just tried to give her a little piece of, the first dude I just said hi to, he fucking ran away and was like, oh yeah, you speak to me. And she was like, there's nothing funny about this. I was like, I didn't say anything was funny about this. I was like, saying humor is good medicine. It's literally a fucking statement that people make, and everyone knows that laughter is good. I was like, okay, well, have fun with your life. Okay, see you later. So I get off the elevator and go a different direction. Where is their humanity? What does it mean anymore to be human-like, or God-like, or creature-like, or created-like, or to create things? I don't know. People have somehow systematically lost their fucking minds. I already knew people. You kind of there's some authoritative figure, all false. Whether it's this or that or the next thing. You grow up and your parents are in authoritative mode and blah, blah, blah. I get it. And there's a reason for it. And there's a reason the government exists. I'm not completely an anarchist against the government. I'm not completely against parents saying, hey, don't do that. That's gonna, because they're trying to, because you don't know any better. But then I'm sitting here as what would seem to be surrounded by a bunch of adult type beings. I'm like, so how come the children don't wear masks, and old people need to get this thing, and you're wearing one and you're scared for everything, but you're not scared for your child's life, but your child's not getting sick, and everyone that's not wearing masks, I know people that don't wear masks any time of the day, and they interact with people, they give them hugs, they high five, they give each other, I've known these people, I hang out with them everywhere, and none of us are sick. And then they treat us like Munchausens. They treat us like we're the sick ones. They say, you're the sinners, you're killing people, you're the sick ones. And I'm like, in the real world, look at me. Do I look at 41 years old, anywhere near 41? Do I look like I'm sick? Oh no, but you're holding the virus. What's the virus? What's a mind virus? What is that? What does that even mean? It's like I'm just trying to like, hey, let's have some fun. And no, they don't want to have fun. They don't like fun. They don't like anything. I don't even know what humans are anymore. I used to joke around with the idea of what is what is God, what are goddesses, what are these things that we're working with here. But like, what's people's fucking thing, dude? What's up, shaman? They've literally they've gone mad. Like when you say someone's mad, what you're saying is like crazy, but like literally mad is these people are mad. They're mad. I don't even get what it is. Like here's how mad people have gotten. Just to prove a point. I don't even smoke, but we're gonna smoke something else. Fuck it, whatever. Why? Because I got a friend of mine who happens to smoke cigarettes. This is an American Spirit, so it's pretty good. There's not a lot of shit in here, and the black and I used to smoke black and mild, so now and then I don't really smoke, but so I got a pack for him because he lives in the streets, he's houseless, and I was like, I could understand why people wouldn't want to deal with the general population, and I've talked to people about this in the past before this whole thing, before this whole fucking scammy, flammy, whammy, jammy, clammy demic of bullshittery. And I've talked to people that were living in the streets, and they told me, unequivocally, that the reason that they were homeless was not because, and then they were talented, they were well versed in things, they were well read, they could sing, they could play music, they had jobs, they could do anything, and they're just like, I just was tired of people telling, they always wanted to control some action that I was making. Even if it wasn't a bad one, they just didn't like what I was doing. This is what they would say. And I'm like, it wasn't like you were running. I was like, the idea is like, it's not like you're running around punching people in the face. Hey, fucking punch you in the face, punch you in the face. They would, then reality would just stop you. Like it would, that's obviously stupid. And if you're running around screaming in the streets like, fuck you, you're assholes. Now, don't we all go a little crazy and get mad at each other at our jobs and get mad at our loved ones and get in arguments and fights and all this? Yeah, this is a normal part of reality, but to do it to the extent that what's going on now is the people that are actually healthy are being told they're sick by the people that are the sickest. Like very, very, very unhealthy, and they're blaming healthy people for their unhealth. And I was like, so the fact that, and the funniest part about the story with the elevator, this chick, hey, and if you guys want to give me a thumbs up for this, go for it. It's a good idea. Or not. I don't really give a fuck. Give me a thumbs down. It doesn't matter at this point. And you can give me some cash if you want, because that really helps, because most of it goes towards, getting a 12-pack and giving 6 beers away to the people that need it in the streets. I get it. It's cold out here. Have a drink, man. Have a drink, woman. I don't see a lot of homeless women. It's mostly homeless men, but it's this weird thing where people they're taking this religious, scientific, scientism, religious bullshit standpoint that they're gonna push Munchausen and sinner on you. You're the sinner. It's basically the Salem witch trials. You think you're a witch and you won't burn at a stake. I didn't say that. I just said the things that you're talking about isn't true. They're like, well, I was like, well, then take your mask off and just sneeze on me. Sneeze on me. And we'll see. I didn't say that. I didn't say ever, and no one has ever said that if you put me on a stake and pin my hands to a cross and put fucking fire underneath it and spray me down with acid and burnt me, that it wouldn't fucking hurt and that I wouldn't fucking perish. I never said that. And no one that is of sane and sound of mind would ever contend to otherwise. But what they suggest is, if you don't believe this shit is true, then you are the evil doer, and let's fucking hang and kill, and fucking you are the worst thing ever. Oh, you think you can outlast any disease? Well, I mean, to a degree, certainly. But if you're gonna why do that? Why don't you just let everybody be healthy and stop? Why don't you just shut your fucking mouth? Your trap. You fucking lousy people. So smoke a black, smoke a white. Fuck it. Like Zed, what are you doing smoking? Is it just something to do? I had a couple extra bucks. It was for a friend of mine, and so I'm just gonna I'm taxing him on this because he's over there somewhere. I haven't seen him quite yet. So here, for whoever wasn't here, I'll tell you a story again. Watch. So here's mind over matter. Here's that works. Watch. Okay, see, try again. You can do this if you want, but I wouldn't do this with every substance because some substances will fuck you up. It will get to your head. It's of no, like, if you have a healthy immune system, things don't really affect you. Have immunity to fucking stupidity. This is what I'm trying to teach people. The whole thing is immunity to stupidity. Even my own stupidity. When I talk shit to people, I know people that I've talked shit to that they come back and go, I know the day we were having, it was okay. And sometimes I'm doing it on purpose for like just to like, you know, it's like a little bit of fucking little jibby jabbers. It was fun. And they come back. Some people get really mad about it. Smoking if you got them, Kabar. I don't even. That's the craziest thing. I'm not in my life. I've never even. Growing up, I smoked. I never smoked a cigarette. I smoked weed. I smoked weed like day and night, like all day, like like fucking. You know, it was a habit. It was a terrible habit. It was like it is very addicting. Weed is. But then I just stopped, and I never smoked cigarettes. The only thing I've smoked is mostly as close as I get to good tobacco now and then. There's probably like 10 years I never even touched anything tobacco related or otherwise. Well, you'll probably see me in a week, and I'll never smoke a cigarette again. Maybe not drink a beer for a month. I don't know. It's just what it is. It's just like what's enjoyable. Like if you smoke it, if you got it, if you, when in Rome, you know, be Roman like or whatever. You gotta be one step ahead of it though, you know. Was it divine? You know. It's interesting. If you look on here, see that? Isn't that interesting? It's a eagle. What's up, Divine? What are you doing? What's everybody doing? How's your night going? Do you want to see where I'm sitting right now? Do you want to see this fucking room that I'm sitting in? Do you want to see, guys? Check this shit out. I'm sitting in the motherfucking Parthenon. Check it out. You think this is not the Parthenon? You don't think I'm surrounded by fucking lions? Here, look at it. Let me show you. Here's where I'm sitting. You think I'm not surrounded by fucking energies and gods and things? Like I know something different. Look at this. Count them out if you want to. Here you go. We'll start right there. Count them out. You think I'm not sitting in a fucking Parthenon right here? You think there's not fucking like a lion sitting right there? And a lion sitting right there? And if I walk over here, there we go. You tell me it's not a lion sitting right here. It's a lion sitting right there. You want to see this lion? There we go. What's up, lion? What are you doing? Look at this guy. Maybe I could do a filter here, then you could see it better. Let's see. Nope. See, this is remember the other night I was showing you a lion in different colors in this building. Here, normalize it. Purple. See the color? It's purple. It's not purple in there. It's actually a white light. Well, it's probably purple because I'm here. Here, come, listen. Who stands in the Parthenon right now? Come on. Fucking jokesters out here, man. Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? Is it not? Sitting with the fucking the gods that are lions. Not the lions, but not the lying ones, but the ones that would just sit there. So it's like when they say let a sleeping dog lie, let a cat just be. Don't fuck with the lions. And the ducks will laugh at you too. Yeah, quack quack, motherfucker. And also, well, I came here because there's a little bit of juice here. See, check it out. Fun little area here. I can plug this digital phone and this thing here. So that way I get a little juice. That's all right. I could sit in my purple chair at my house or whatever. I like to be outside sometimes. I like inside. I like a cozy, comfy house and all that shit. Well, a domicile, if you must be correct. But to be, I'm as always. I don't think I'll ever be domesticated or undomesticated. I'm somewhere in the middle. Bridge working. Siddhartha. Tomorrow Pilates, like right here, like right in front of me. Yeah, this is where they do the Also, see, you know this shit right here. Right here, they do Pilates, and over there's always some crazy shit going on, or someone's getting married right over there. How they do really beautiful pictures around here. People come here, photography and shit, and this is a beautiful place to take pictures. And like out there, you can't see it right now. If you look at pictures prior to this year, prior to like 2020, you could prior to 2020, you'll see two fountains out there. So if you look at find some pictures of this building with the two fountains out there, and the ducks are still out there. I still feel the ducks out there. I don't know. What's left to do at this point but laugh at everything? It's not laughing at it. It's just like, have you ever done any psychedelics? Like, life to me is a psychedelic experience. It has to be. Anything I consume, anything I don't consume, it's become such a fucking. What are you gonna do? People are gonna be the way they are. You can't teach nobody no more. I mean, you can, as long as they're gonna listen. As long as they want to know something. But other than that, they ain't gonna listen. You just fucking, okay, cool, walk away. See you later. I think that was the song by Tribe Called Quest. It's K-I-M. Kim. Keep it moving. Keep the energy moving. Sometimes I do it with my voice. Sometimes I do it with my silence. Sometimes I do it with my feet. Sometimes I do it a different way. Sometimes people are like, oh, you could dance. It's like, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna dance for you, but if I feel like dancing, I'll dance. Give me a reason to. hopefully your night is going as spectacular as mine is, because like if I were to hold on to what just happened with the think of it this way: the things that have gone on in your life, if you ever hold on to them, they will weigh you the fuck down, and they will take you to a place that is just everything is tragic, and it's not. It's really not. It's all humorous. This is why the original teachings of one of the Greek teaching was you have four humors: wet and dry and hot and cold. They're all humors. You've been really cold. Have you ever? Here, I'll tell you. Let me tell you a wet, dry. It's like people from England have dry humor. People from certain places have a certain type of fiery humor. I could tell you about a cold humor. Here's a humorous story. Was dating this chick, and I might have told this the other day, but you know, if you weren't here for it, I'll tell you. And if you were, here's the story again. It's pretty short. This is not a long one. It's not long-winded the way I can be. I had come home from. I'd left the house and I'd forgot my keys. My girlfriend was there. And so I was like, when I left, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot my keys. And I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll be back in time. But she had gone out to like a party or something. I don't know. Cousin's party. I don't know. Maybe she was fucking the dude that she was on the side. I don't know. Who knows? And so by the time I got home, my phone was dead. So I couldn't really call her. So I'm sitting there in the middle of December in Baltimore. It's cold as fuck. I'm just, ugh. And I slept on my porch in front of my own house. What am I gonna do? Kick in the door, break a window? There's no way to get in my house, so I just slept on the porch. She goes, what are you doing? I was like, oh, why didn't you come home last night? Like I probably could have went and found a place to plug my phone in, but here's the thing is, I didn't have a fucking charger for my phone. So it'd have been a whole goddamn process at 2 a.m. to find a charger, a plug, and somewhere that was open and let me, you know. So it was like, okay, sleep on the porch and be cold. So it's cold humor. So that's funny. So in hindsight, that's hilarious. It's a hilarious situation. It's like, oh, thanks for coming home. Thanks for letting me back into our house. Cold humor. Terrible at the time. Was it funny at the time? No, it was fucking chilly. Hot humor is like, have you ever been like, where you're like just sweating, you go, fuck. You know, hot humor. You ever live somewhere that's so hot? Like, this is nothing you get like, yeah, it's just, there's so many fucking good, everybody's got stories about, you know, wet humor. You want drinking too much humor. You got that. You want dry humor where you're just like, oh fuck, you got a hangover and you just don't even want to consume anything because you can't hold it down because you need to dry out or something. You know, you ever you ever OD'd on water? I mean, whatever it is, there's humor to be found anywhere. Have you ever been to the Longuevue House and Gardens? Hey, who listen? I'll say this again. I don't know what that is. So where is it at? Divine Hazel, you're watching 2 live streams at the same time. So you got one headphone over here and one over there. And how dare you? How dare you do that? Isn't it more important than you listen to me? No. Could you imagine listening to 100 of them at the same time? You should listen to everyone. Yeah, it would be nice to, but it's an impossibility. Well, why am I not doing a live stream with that person, Divine? Why don't you ask that person, whoever they are, like, hey, why don't you do, I don't know who this fucking person is, but I'm happy to talk to whoever they are. So why don't you do a live stream with Zen? You guys can watch me talk to somebody else about anything, whatever. So it's all fucking funny, right? Talk about anything. At this point, I think most people have listened to me long enough to know that like there's nothing off the table that we can't, like what is unconscionable. Good word, yeah. And I can't even read, write, or do arithmetic. I'm terrible with all of these things. Not really, but just trying to be humble. Humble yourself, Zen. Sorry, they named me after one of the people in the Bible. But Zen, you don't even believe in the Bible. Well, I do, just not the way that you think. Yeah, oh, Shaman? Oh, you try... Shaman's trying to leave me now. See, Divine is getting people... Divine has got people like, there's something as important to listen to as Zen talk. How dare you? No, yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you for believing in my writing capacity. Yes, I'm. And you know what's funny is my WordPress is more. It's not stream of consciousness shit. Like right now, it's somewhere in between conscientious, like thinking about what I might say, and being stream of consciousness and being funny and doing all of the other goofy shit. When I'm writing, that's the only time, and the WordPress is the only time. Like a tarot card reader? Here, watch. See? You just see? Just say the words. See how quickly? See how quickly it happens? Oh, you want cookies? You want cookies? Oh shit. I brought somebody cookies and they're not around. Yeah. Listen. This is called the... Oh, shit, here. There you go. The Tsar deck. See? Tsar Zen. T-S-A-R, which is also called S-T-A-R, which is star. Nah. Oh, there we go. You get Zen to tarot? Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Oh, rat. These fucking rat-ass bastards. How did... Simon, why you go... Well, listen, you can... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at... See, rat bastards. It's, it just, as soon as you said rats, I was laughing too hard. Yes, I knew that. I just didn't like feel like bringing up the rats. You know, there's some people that use tarot because they're rat bastards. Put that on here. So here's I divide my cards up because I'm not doing the whole tarot deck because it could be terrible. The tarot can be terrible, you know. Look at how beautiful these cards are, though. Look at this. It's gold. See that? See the gold in there? You realize this is 24 karat gold. Let's go. Let's see. We'll do this one. This one. Okay. Oh shit. Here we go. I split them up into the major arcana because I'm not gonna do a full reading for anyone specifically because it takes too long and it's too linear for people. It's like predicting someone's future. I'm not gonna predict your future. You have control over that. I give you more of a larger arcanic energy to things. Because it gives you a guidance system rather than telling you where to go. If I give you a GPS, a gypsy will give you a guidance system. If someone says where to go, they're gonna say go from here to here to here, but you might get lost on the way, and shit might not work out. Oops, shit. I don't fuck with the. It's kind of like if we were about to play. If we were to play like poker or well, especially if we play 21, it's more important to have the face cards because usually you're going to be dealt some weird shit, or maybe you want to get 21 and you're going to need a face card and ace is what you need. So I work with face cards and aces. I don't fuck with the lower numbers. I mean, I do. Oh, that's nice. Who knows? So I need 22 of these, right? Oh shit, there it is. Okay. Oh, I could show you all the cards, but I could do some tarot for you right now. I think I probably fucked this up now. Let me get the cards in order here. Yeah, I definitely did. I pulled a couple of the other cards out of here that shouldn't have been put in this pile. Oops. Yes, I did. Oh, there we go. We'll do some tarot. 1 second, guys. So I need 22 of these major arcana. 22 is an interesting number because when I played football, I was with number 22. Played soccer, it was number 11. Basketball was 33. And I didn't know anything about this shit. It's crazy, crazy, crazy shit. There it is. Major arcanas. Plums. Okay, got those over there. These ones here. Okay. We've got the number. Okay, so check it out. We got the number ones. Got the numbers. Oops, shit. The numbers right here. That's a cool one. It's a number. What was it? The 8 of... Oh, it's the 10. The 10 of cups. 10 of cups. Okay, there's all the numbers. And then on top of that, we have these ones. Which are here. So, no numbers. And then we have the major arcana. Should be 22 of these. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 right there. Alright, so I mean, it's interesting playing with somebody that knows how to shuffle a deck of cards but has no idea what they were actually used for to begin with. Hold on, let me get this up here. Hold on. There we go. Cool. Arts. Thank you. Arts. The arts of the Star of the Tarot. And some people might be rat's asses on this. Oh, hey, Shaman. Do you remember this tarot that I said I was going to build for people? That was based upon. Do you remember this? Does anybody remember this show I did along? Oh, I did like 3 or 4 shows on this idea. About tarot decks, and I was going to build one. And I had somebody in mind that I wanted to do all the drawing and for. What's funny is I did a video on why, and I talked to the person. I was trying to send it to them, and they wouldn't let. Then the internet wouldn't let me send it to them. It was really, really weird thing. Nonetheless, uno momento. Oh, and you know what? I have this bubbles of champagne. We'll crack that as soon as I can do this card game for someone. You guys gotta give me a second. I also can do. I can also divine. Look, you're divining things. I have this really great book here. I might read out in a second. So we got look at. See how it works out. It's a red, gold, blue, purple, and indigo. Plant intelligence in the marginal realm. And here's the deck of 1 through 10, and then there's on top of it something that you'll see in just momentarily. I'll show you. Here. Look at my dumb face for a second. Put those over here. It's a really nice thing. Some people, when they hang out with me and then I just quiet and I don't say something, they assume because you hear me talk for hours on end because I'm capable of that. But I'm also capable of staying very silent for a long time, which I do, and that's when you don't see me. Assume that when you don't see me, I'm either feeding ducks or hanging out or meditating, or maybe just, there's people in general that I'll talk to. But, it's a balance thing. It's like, hey, man, you make a lot of videos, you're a talkative motherfucker. No, if I have something to say, I'll just share it with you guys. And so there you go. It's like, look at that. I think we've accomplished almost everything we need. And I'll read some tarot for someone. It's like I'm not reading a tarot. I don't know how that works. It's And by the way, I must say, Mr. Shaman Clown, it's nice to see you again. I hadn't seen you in a very long time. You had a little time off, in which to see, isn't that nice? It's like the little bit of what is absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. Not that I'm saying you like me more or less than before or whatever. I just hadn't seen you a bit. I mean, it's probably due to many things. Your lifestyle, my lifestyle, and because the way the internet fucking works sometimes. When I was inventing, I'll get into that in a second. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that. And I'll tell you how to correctly make a deck of cards. Somebody wants to do it with me. I already told people I would do it, and no one's done it yet. Because I was like, if someone does this is my idea. I guarantee it. No one's ever done it. You've never seen it ever anywhere. I'll tell you how to do it. Divine. Divine. I know you have been. Hey, and I told you again. I'm not gonna repeat what I said the other day because I already told you, like, how, like, what was, like, just it was a fucking weird day with a bunch of strange things happening. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know, dude. Brosky, homie, buddy, dude, guy, girl, lady, woman, princess, goddess, whatever the hell you are. Yes, I know. Yeah, no, it's no, actually in the past few months, my subscriber count has continued, like, for a while it maintained and then it went down. Yeah, I don't know. The guy that decodes the tarot, okay, I know a couple people. I mean, I'm not that good. Look at tarot and cards, they just do a weird thing in my hand. They do. I don't know why or how it works, but cards have a funny way of falling out of my hand whenever I'm doing something. It's very strange. I've been around. If anyone's ever heard this story, I'll give you the shortest version of the story. I've been in what you'd probably call a den of witches, or witches always have I've been around chicks that were full on. They had every deck of cards and they had some of the biggest crystals and blah blah blah, and they did some shit in their house where they're like, yo, you need to meet someone, and they was like, yo, just spend the night, I need you to meet somebody in the morning. And somebody came through, and I told them the story of what was going on. I was like, listen, I'm not doing anything fucking fishy with these cards. Look at my hands. You can shuffle them. You can do anything you want. And I just tell her a story. I told her a story of what was happening the day before. And I was like, and every time I'd pull a card out, this is what would happen. And I'd pull out the exact same cards which were an impossible draw to begin with. And then I did it again. And I was like, dude, I'm not that trick. I'm magical with my hands, don't get me wrong. I've been told. You know, I have a little bit of a healing things, but I can't shuffle cards that well. I can't do card tricks. One card trick I can't even do. Like, okay, if you wanted to do a card trick, what you do is you keep it behind here. Like, if I want to show you like a card trick, I would do this, and then I would be able to like pull it around, and I could grab, but my fingers don't work that way. I can't even do it. I can't even do the card trick that is the simplest card trick that is you'd learn before you did any card tricks that were like, I can't even do it. I pulled it off once, and somehow I got my fucking finger around the card to pull it back and then show someone. That's like an easy way to do it. You can't see the card. I'll show you the move. Like, if you ever watch somebody do a card trick, they hide the card with their knuckles. How do we do this? They hide it behind there. Oh shit! See how sloppy I am with cards? I'm fucking terrible. I'm not even good at this. Okay. Here's the move. I can't do it, but you somehow get the card here. I've got no card in my hand, and you just got to keep a very comfortable hand. I have broken fingers, and I'm not very good at this. But you could be here. You wouldn't see the card, right? You could see the card if I do that, right? It's like having a card, and then you pull it this way, and you get your finger around the side of the card, and you could just go. There's the card. Like, I can do some funny, like, you know. it doesn't. I don't have that technique. So when I pull cards out, they never go. Watch any of the videos that I made. I've made a dozen of these videos. People ask me to read cards to them, and they always go. They're always positive. I don't let people have bad. I let people have bad fucking tarot readings. That's stupid. Oh, look at the JB. Are you talking about the JBs, the Jungle Brothers? Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. Shaman Khan's knows a little bit about the Jungle Brothers. Okay, so here's the way to make a. I never wanted to learn. I never wanted to learn those tricks. Like, I was never interested in doing a card trick. I wanted to learn magic, like actual full-on real-time magic. That's like you can't explain how it happened. Like, I could leave a card behind every one of these things, and I know the methodology to say, what was your card, and then I would, I could mark cards and do all that shit. I know how that all works. And I could be like, oh, your card it's over there behind, just look behind that over there. And they would walk over there, I'm like, oh, that was my card. Oh shit, even though they don't know there's a card behind every one of these fucking things here. I get the game. Like, there's only a few magicians that once in a while they'll pepper in some actual magic. There's a couple that do. I don't know if they know that they're doing it. Some of them might have genies or gods or some shit on their side, but and a lot of it is you're watching it on TV anyways. So you're given the television. You can always like edit out something and whatever. But if you ever watch I've watched some fucking card handlers in fucking front of me. I live in New Orleans, okay? So if I watch somebody play a guitar, they might even be able to disguise a note that they played off in anything they do, and you won't even know. You'd be like, God damn, and they're frustrated they missed something. And you can watch people that can handle cards in a way that you don't know. And I've known two fucking amazing people. One did some shit in front of me. I was like, dude, I know you just did a move, and it was so good. I could see it. Other magicians, they're doing something. I was like, I caught that move. He's like, he kind of smiles, and I was like, I could see it. And then there was somebody like kind of behind him and to this left, and I was like, I know that dude's seen your move right there. And the dude's like, no, they're doing others. I was like, I didn't see the move. What was it? You know, I don't know how to do that shit. I don't want to know. I'm not interested in that. So here's how to make a proper deck of cards. You need to make it a square deck. Square the deck. Square, not rectangle. Because if you're a rectangle, you can do different moves with a rect angle. It's called rect. It's broken. It's a broken angle. Square the deck up and get a square deck. And then every corner has the elements on it. Air, fire, earth, and water. And use a red, green, blue. So red for the fire, green for the earth, blue for the sky, and I forget which one you would use for the water, but you could kind of work with that. And there's a deck you could make, and I wouldn't use the same number of cards because a lot of people tell you the deck of cards or even language was built out of bigger languages and it became smaller. No, it goes the other direction. So I would not use so you have how many cards in a standard deck? No, you'd have to adjust it and have to be more. Because it'd have to be balanced out with actually using a balance. The balance could be a square could be balanced, because any side it's on, it's good. You could use a triangle. That's gonna be fun. But you could use a triangle to make a triangle deck. No one's gonna make a triangle deck. If I made a triangle and a square deck of fucking tarot cards, and somebody could draw it out their way, and I could tell you the mathematics and how it would work. They would both have more cards than the last rectangle deck, and there would never be a bad reading to have. it would all be more. So you could use a triangle and balanced. Square is balanced. It's a different kind of balance, but yeah, you could leave the fire out of it and put the fire in your hands. So if you want to make a deck of cards, I'll teach you how to. We'll make 2 decks of cards. A triangle deck, which will fucking break people's brains, and we'll make a square deck. Square deck will at least be a little reasonable for people because it still is a rectangle is still a square, but it's just elongated on one side. So you could flip a card over. You could say this is the negative version, this is the positive version. Now, if you have a square deck, what you're gonna have is 4 options of energy, and those energies will be earth, fire, air, and water. And if you have a triangle deck, you leave the fire out because the fire is the handler of the cards. Then you have earth, air, and water. And there's a mathematics that would go beyond that. How that would work out with a couple of elements. Well, the elementals underneath that. The colors and, yucky habits. Tell her the only yucky habits are as if they control you. I've had yucky habits throughout my entire life, but I've learned to transmute them. Even the drinking, as much as sometimes I fucking spaz out, not so much anymore. Whatever. Just you gotta learn to use the tools in the right way. And you can use food in the right way. You can use alcohol in the right way. You can use water in the right way. You could use fire. You can use them all in a better way than what people are used to. Because we're used to rectangles and this certain linear prospect that most of the linear buildings, they're not even square. Look at most houses. I'm gonna tell you how a house is built. Walls are 8 foot high. Yep, 8 or 12. 8, 10, or 12. Why? Why not 9? Why not 7? Why not 11? Why not 13? But if we start with a standard house, 8 foot walls, but the flooring is never. They'll make one wall 12 foot or 10 foot and the other 8. They make rectangles, and they'll make 90-degree angles everywhere. It's not proper. Like right here. Let me show you this. Again, this is in a square building. See this right here? It curves right here. It curves. It gives the correct angle to encompass energy properly. Despite the fact that what we have is these columns, these poles that are holding up a building, which is fine, having the height that it does. I don't know what the height this is, but you could probably figure it out. I could get a measuring tape and figure out, okay, look at there to there to there to there to there to there to there. You could figure that out. We could figure out what the height is. But then we come over here, we have a circle, and then we have a different something going on the ceiling. Why do you think in really nice houses, I'm going to tell you something. If you go into a poor person's house, you know what they have? Their houses have corners everywhere. Corners. Death everywhere. Death. Corners are death. It traps light and kills it. If you can even make that corner not just one corner, and you make it 2 corners or 3, that's better. It's diffracting light. But if you put what is called a crown molding on there, you know what crown molding is? Crown molding splits at a certain angle, and in that crown molding, there's going to be a little bit of it's going to be a 45, and then a 33, and then it's going to be a little bit of a 27, and then it's going to split the angle up of what would be capturing and collecting light. So if you live in a very fancy house, do you know how difficult it is to do crown molding if you don't have a saw to do it correctly and don't have the angles? It's hard to put up crown molding. So it's expensive because who gets it? The crown, and because it's not trapping light. It's holding light in the entire room. So a crown holds light. If you put a crown on your head, it's made of certain materials, gold and crystals and certain. On the inside of a king or queen's crown, it's not just copper and gold. There's something inside of it, and it softens it, and it's a insulator. And they're using their head to use all of the different type of crystals or stones or diamonds, and you could use diamonds in there, but rubies and emeralds, and this is to be crystals like quartz. Or any one of these. It's not ornamental. It's ornamental, but it's not ornamental. Watch. There's no magnetism in this thing. Or is there? Let's see what we got over here. There's magnetism in this one. Magnetism. Magnets. It's silver and black. Silver, black, magnet. Magnet. It could. It's warm. This is hot right now. Not just because it's in my pocket. Watch. There's nothing there. What do you think? It just is glued there because of a little bit of moisture? Well, it's not falling off. Watch here. What's not falling off? Is it? I could make it fall off. Watch. Oh, I can't. It's actually just. It's actually somehow this red, and there's glitters of gold in there. What do you think that is? You think I'm gonna just walk around all day with this? Do you know why I put these hats on? Why I tie my hair up? And you think I'm gonna walk around like this? It's too much. Is there was sticky tape on here? I think there's sticky tape on here. Don't show this to anybody else. Shh. Watch. Okay, let's go. Come on. I can't even because now it's all. Let's see if I can. Oh, I guess it's gonna just stay there for the rest of the show. Another way, if you really want to, if you want your brain to work different, go like this. It's called the French inhale. It's called the French inhale for a reason. Because then you bypass it going into your lungs and it goes into your brain first. It goes up first and then comes down. And then you breathe in your nose and out of your mouth. That's how you're supposed to breathe. So you're not supposed to actually breathe in smoke through your lungs, like through your throat. You go up through your nose first. So if I want to get a little bit of buzz off this, I probably could. Here, watch. Could still hold it, meditate with it. Oh, there it is. Dried it out. Finally. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Oh yeah, Shaman. I've done a few videos on. I mean, why do you think I wear the fucking thing over my head most of the time? So your pineal gland is not beaming out. People wear sunglasses at night for a reason. It's not because they're trying to be cool. You got tiny hands and big cards. Yeah, Divine, didn't you a while back give someone a deck of cards? I told someone I was gonna give them a deck of cards, and I was like, I totally they fucking shit on that. I forgot to give them, and you were like, hey, just give me your fucking thing, and I'll send you a deck of cards. I forgot who it was. Who was it? Was it? I think I know who it was. And then he went and did the ceremony with the. Wasn't it him? Do you know what I'm talking about? He's not here right now, but I think I could say his name 3 times. And I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about somebody else. Do you know who it is? Oh, here. Do you want me to shuffle with one hand? Can't do that. I could probably. So these decks of tarot cards usually are a little taller than they are wide. Where a normal deck of cards, if you were to play with 52 cards, and you were just shuffling up a deck, you could. Oh man, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna have to dip die, because I don't know. Let's see. I have to dip in a second. I think I'm gonna dip right now. This is not gonna cause the chaos here. Hold on. I'll tell you why in a second. But we'll look at this. Because I don't want people to think that I'm leeching off of this shit, like I'm some fucking rat bastard. Just stealing the energy off of this. It's not providing energy. Hold on, I'll explain to you in a second. Okay. in a moment. Here's the thing. Is the park closes at dark, kind of, or at a certain hour, and you can kind of fucking be out here, but like I can't be up in here. Like if there's like a a policy enforcer or something, I can't just be sitting there the entire fucking night. I've never had to. I don't deal with those people. I mean, they're cool with me. I don't know. I've seen them fuck with people. I'm just like, I don't feel like having a conversation like, dude, you can't be here, blah blah blah. Like I have a house. I have a home. I have a domicile. It's just over there. I'm just sitting here because it's comfy right now. I try to explain that bullshit. That's so I gotta piss anyways. So here, come over here. Enjoy this. Enjoy me taking a piss right now. Don't listen to me, you creepers. What is it about people that they pee on trees? This is one of the bigger questions I have to ask. What is it about anyone? If a woman needs to piss, she puts her back against the tree and she squats. Pisses on the roots of the tree, and a man that pisses on the bark and the roots and the bark. Yeah, that's what they do. Find a dude that doesn't. It has nothing to do with like exposing your genitals or something. It's not that. So let's go sit over here for a second because I have enough. Look at this. Found this really cool thing here. See something? Here, there's the world. It's a holographic imprint of things. Boom. Oh, there's you. There's me. Hi. How you doing? So let's just sit over here for a second, because I can't just be sitting up underneath all the fucking bright lights and shit. Magical mystery tour, yes. Let me see. Oh, my buddy over here said, hold on one second. You guys want to go listen to music right now? Are we kosher on the talking about all of the random nonsense that I talk about? You guys want to listen to music? See, this is Magical Mystery Tour. Let's go find out. Let's go see what these motherfuckers are doing over here. These are you want to meet some of the houseless people in New Orleans, some of the most talented, wonderful, amazing, generous, sharing people in the world. Definitely in New Orleans. I haven't met houseless people in many cities. Not necessarily all as glorious as these ones here. And I've met people that have houses that are shitbags. I've met people with money that are shitbags. It tends to be the more that you have, the less sharing you are, and the less that you have, the more shareable you are. I don't know what it is about that. I think it's that shareable wave of energy. So, hey ducks. So we're just gonna walk through this fine landscape here. Can you smell that? Can you smell the Christmas of the Christmas and the crispness of the air? I can. Ducks. Quack quack, motherfuckers. Let's go see who's over here. And I'll have a little lighting situation here. And see if these guys are good. And also they I think hopefully my buddy has my container of vodka and lime juice, and we can go and drink some of that. Let's drink some vodka and lime juice and listen to the guitar. What do you think? We'll see what he's doing. See how he's feeling. Hey, Shaman, what I learned from a couple other really high level adept tarot readers and voodoo priests and priestesses is after you do any energy work, you should smoke tobacco. They didn't smoke cigarettes. They were not like smokers. They didn't smoke cigarettes, but if they were doing a card reading or a tarot reading or something, or interact, they would smoke a cigarette afterwards because it would balance out the energy. Very interesting. Yeah, buds. You might smoke weed prior to interacting, and then smoke tobacco afterwards, and that would be the that's kind of the protocol. It's a feminine opening energy, and tobacco is a closing energy. Tends to be. Masculine is a opposite energy. So feminine tobacco or feminine weed opens up portals. And let's go see what's happening there. Let me go get a fucking beer can. Let me get a new beer can. I hear music. Let's go listen. You guys want to hear some music? Let's go with these. Let's see. I think it's this goofball over here. Let's go to the island that I've annexed. I'm gonna go to the islands that I've annexed. The island of Zen. Let's go see what's happening over here. Come join. You'll be in the pitch black darkness of the netherworlds. Welcome to the netherworlds. Who the fuck do you think it is? What are you doing, goofball? Is there electricity out here?
No.
Yeah.
There's over in the garden over there.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
Just talking to these retards.
No, I was coming across the bridge and I saw you walk
Oh yeah.
in. And I thought you were here, and I came in and he was like, "Zen."
Oh no, yeah. I was like, because I came over here and you guys were gone. I was like, and I was like, where is that? I just want to make sure you guys had the copper.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you guys got it. That's all I want to know. Because it's very important. It's lots of energy in there.
Oh, that's right, Drew.
Yeah. And the crystals in there. Yeah. What's up, man? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
You drinking well, smoking well?
Yeah, I get cigarettes.
Well, fuck it. Well, you want to sit down and
I'm gonna try
breathe?
this little heater over here.
Yeah.
It's pretty warm in there. You know, I don't think we got enough for the fire out here, enough wood for the fire.
Yeah.
Or maybe we do. I don't know. I'm looking around and see.
There's no trees around here that you want to cut down.
No, you have to go to Washington or something.
You got to throw a hard R in the Washington.
No, I mean for the police.
Washington. Well, enjoy your journeys. I'm gonna run around. I mean, I just came over to say say hello and make sure y'all drinking and smoking good or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss and
Piss well, shit well, all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run around a little bit.
We'll come back by if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting over here for a second. Welcome back. Oh, dude, Eric Alchemy. Yeah, I cannot smoke any tobacco sober. Like if I don't drink first, tobacco does not function with my system. Like I mean, okay, if I drink just like straight ceremonial tobacco, like full on like just good, just off the vine tobacco, then yeah. You gotta have like that. I can do. I don't like nicotine so much. I don't like. But tobacco, like in the high levels, it's kind of like a lot of things. You kind of reach the plateau or the precipice of something. Certain types of and I don't know. It's like. If you just smoke a little bit of anything, it's like, maybe it's okay, or maybe you get like kind of a headache or a head rush or something. Nah, but if you do like ceremonial tobacco, nah, it's way better. Good stuff. Okay, let's I'm gonna go to where the wild ones go. I think. We're gonna go fucking wild out somewhere. Hey, you guys wanna go to the Giant Tree maybe? I was walking around. It's not even an odd hour yet. It's a really interesting thing when you're walking around places, like on what days, at what times people, like sometimes like on a Friday, if I come out here at say 11 o'clock, people are fucking having a fucking good old time. But then like a certain days, like what is it, Tuesday? Nah, people are like, well, guess it's just Tuesday. Just getting all goofed up on, like these houseless cats. They all have their own like what they fucking the substance they consume. They're just doing their own damn thing. Ah, yes. Welcome to the bridge. This is a bridge between. This is the bridge of Terabithida. Isn't that Terabithida? Here, give me 1 second. Let me crack this beer, and we'll get back to. Let me just get back to my cribbles for a second. In a second, 4 seconds. And we'll continue this magical fucking journey. Uno momento, yo. I'll be right back with you guys. See, if you're watching a show on a channel, you'll usually get 3 minutes of commerce. This is not commerce time. This is just me grabbing a beer. I'm putting some gloves on here because it's chilly out here. That is the dilemma. The dilemma with being without at least a tiny little fort for yourself, a tiny little home, whatever it is. I would like to have let's talk about tiny homes. Let's talk about tiny homes. Oh shit. Forgot what that was the important part. A beer. Got a beer. Beer. Most important part about having some sort of place is, like, you know, who doesn't, to walk around with nothing at all is just no one. Even the ones that say this, the ones that say they are free of everything. You know I've noticed these monks that they swear they're without anything. The only place you can find these really crazy monks, they don't wear clothes. If you wear any clothes, you know you have something, you own something. So we have to get back to the reality is, well, you're not walking around, and there's no reason to be walking around when it's hot or cold without clothes. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. You don't, and you need a place to have a little bit of space to it's within confines of, okay, this is what I'd like, my little stash of whatever. You know, I got a jacket, and I got pockets, and I got this, and I got you know. I mean, what is that? I mean, you have your body, which is a house, temple for your knowledge and for things, and you have I got a place for my heart, and I got a place for my lungs, and I got a place. Yeah, you got to have that. And a lot of people think that I'm such a retard sometimes. I already got a beer out. Zen, you're such a fucking dork sometimes. Well, so be it. You gotta, there's just something about having a spot. It's not, it's like, I just want a little place in my own. Let's talk about small houses, like tiny homes, okay? And, these really cool gloves from somebody the other day. Because I wanted gloves, and I did this thing about making this delicious foods. And these delicious foods that I put a spell upon. Provided me with, in turn, a little bit of currency, found currency, and I needed socks and gloves, and I said this to myself. I was like, damn, I'd like a pair of socks and gloves, and here I have gloves, which I could have just gone to the store and bought, but somebody gave it to me. Crazy, right? Here's tiny homes. Let's talk about tiny homes. Like, I've never wanted a big house. Having a big house is a fucking lot of fucking work. You want a big yacht? I was reading this would you rather have this yacht or this yacht? I'm like, I don't want either. I mean, how difficult it is could you drive a fucking yacht? No, you need to have like fucking a guy that's in the front of the yacht, the people at the back, and like you gotta steer the thing, they gotta take care of it, and then they gotta, man, who the fuck wants a yacht? That takes more, more money, more problems, right? Money in general is not a problem. Currency, energy is not a problem. It's just like, do I really want a yacht? I want a big house? No. But it is nice to have a place to put your things. And why is that? Because there's enough land that everybody can have a place where they can put their things. Why? But further, why? Because somebody else might need the things that you have. I don't have all the things that I've owned ever. For the majority of it, I give it to someone else. The majority of it. But some of it, like, shit, what am I going to give you? Like, giving someone the shirt off your back. Well, if you've ever lived in the world, you've probably done it. But, like, goddamn, if it's fucking 30 below zero, you think I'm gonna fucking take my parka and my fucking thing off? That if I don't have the energy to, like, if my house is like 20 feet away and their house is a mile away, there's a possibility I'll be like, here, take my parka. You know what I mean? But if you're just standing there in the middle of nowhere and like, why am I gonna give you my parka? Like, I'll give you my parka so I die and you fucking continue on. Like, I don't know. That's a very complicated issue. But, you know, having a house to have things inside of. I have a house so I can have an intranet, and so I can have a comfortable place to sleep and a roof over my head so I don't have to get rained on and just like be up all night going, fuck, it's fucking freezing. This is so stupid. Like, you didn't come to this earth to fucking suffer. Yes, suffering is an inevitable thing that we all go through. But you don't purposely put yourself in situations to suffer. You know? So, tiny house, I would love to be in a community of people that had tiny houses. And then you communally, or through what you'd say is a tribal situation, you come together and you're like, hey, let's fucking work on this field and let's build something really cool. And then you'd build a temple or some sort of large gathering space where you can have fun and do weird shit, magic and dance and listen to music and healing and blah blah blah, kind of that space. But everybody likes to have their little tiny their meditation room. There's just some people like 70-degree weather in their house. Some people like 85 and have mittens and gloves, or mittens or gloves and socks on all the time. Some people like to sit around when it's 60 and be naked. I don't know. That's just preference. It's just where you are. My preference is, fuck. I don't know. I like warm weather. Anybody that doesn't like warm weather, to me, I'm like, I don't know that you really want to be in the cold, because then it would require you without question. I don't care what a fucking monk you are. You know what you never see these they're always in warm climates, aren't they? They're never sitting in the north without any clothes on. You see them where it's hot, and they're like, oh, I can just wear this one piece of thing and sit here and meditate. Like, you're not doing that in the north. You're not doing that up. You have to have an igloo at least. You have to, and then you have a fire in there, and you have to have that doesn't. And even at that point, like, what is the point of what anyone's doing? Like, who that lives in the northern climates where it's fucking absolutely cold as fucking, it's cold as ice. Who's living in those climates and actually enjoying their experience? I don't believe anyone. I know people that have lived in Alaska because they thought, like, cold weather and all this, and they're like, nah, that was so, I liked it for a minute, and then it was just not, it was like, nah, I don't know who would live there. I don't know. Some people go there because they're like, I'll make a lot of money because I can go catch some fish and live on this and simple life. And I was like, no, you're always going to be inside. No one's outside just fucking. What, you getting a suntan? You see melanated people? Do you see melanated people living in the north? No. Melanation of the mind. You have you have a neuromelanin and physical melanin that comes out of your system. It's your hair color, your beard color, your skin color, and your eye color. Mm. Mm. So, yes, the idea of living in a small, no, I want a large village, community, somewhere, close enough to the city, close enough to cool things, to have the offering of experience, which is every aspect of life. But all I really need is a couple things, like a small little village of things. How much shit? I don't need that much shit. I don't need that much things, stuff. So people that have like a big shop with like a woodworking thing, even people that are really good at woodworking don't have a really big shop. They just have it's like a barn that they're just really good at doing what they're doing. It's not a lot of stuff. They have the tools, and they know where they go, and it's not a lot. Fine. And some people like to cook. They don't. You don't cook in a tiny kitchen if you want to chef for a lot of people. But it's like having enough of what is required to live for you, lavish life is different than what is a lavish life for someone else. For me, fuck it. I'm good with a mediocre like size of my space. Like I don't need too much. One second. Uno momento. Hey, we're almost to the Cribbles, and then when we get there, we'll continue this conversation. So right now I can't thumb through your comments right now because I have these cozy gloves on. When you go to the beach, what do you want? A pair of shorts and suntan. When you go to when you go skiing, you don't want a fucking pair. You don't want shorts on. What you want is a cool hat and make you warm, and you want to go inside afterwards after you're having fun on the slopes, doing all that shit in the mountains, and you want to come back down off the mountain and get next to a fireplace. That's life. People think it's no. I can withstand all of I can withstand all of the cold and all the heat. No. Then just go ahead and just die and be God without any physical preferences. That's what God is. Has no physical preferences. But then he's like, well, I would like to have a physical experience. So God created the earth, whatever God is, and the earth is the thing that he or she or whatever it is, participates on the landscape. They're interacting with the elementals. Well, it's still created by whatever you think it is, but until you're fucking levitating all day naked with no need for anything or requirements or until you can do that, confusing. Ooh, dogs. I don't know, it's a cat. It's a cat. Cat on a leash. Look at that. Is it a dog? I can't tell if that person is a cat or a dog. Here. I have an idea before I go in here. Let's go sit over here next to the ducks for a second. Probably would be fun over here hanging out with the ducks. I don't know if they're sleeping right now. Might be. But if they see me, you guys can hang out with the ducks. This is a really interesting little block right here. I've never sat here. This is a block for no reason. Concrete. Eric Peterson. Peterson? Okay. Well, let's go sit over here under this tree. Let's make sure there's no duck poop or dog poop or human poop. Who knows? Go inside a second. So I can read what the fuck you guys are talking about. I'm back with you guys. So if any of you get tired of what the fuck you're doing in life, if we all just come together with a couple bucks, we'll get some land. I'll teach you how to farm properly. I'll teach you how to cook properly. Teach you how to use a knife properly. advance how you understand how energy works, and if we have the little domicile, we'll create a bigger thing. Yeah, that's how it works. Shaman's an extrovert, but I know he's an introvert at heart. Now a lot of people are introverts. You know, people are introverted because they don't like to express themselves. I'm an introvert only because I build up energy internally. How do I share with people? It's pretty how it works. Pretty much how it works. Yeah, like if I was doing this, look, if I was making this channel for attention, you know how many things I could do to make, like, I would go into every fucking single thing, and all day long I'd be like, post this, do that, internet this, go talk, hey, here's my business card. That's basically what it is. Work with me. Like, that's as Shaman Clown was saying earlier. He said, thoughtful, deeper, more than seeking fake attention with people that are pleasing with BS. I can't fuck with that. And like the worst people in the world, no, the best people in the world, and the people that are pissed off the most are people that speak the truth. The most hated person on the planet is the person that speaks the truth. A lot of people like me. They love me. They just don't like me. They don't hate me. They dislike me. They dislike me because it's like, okay, who's more hated? LeBron James is more hated than me. The king is more hated, yes. Because not that many people hate me, because not many people know me. I don't want to be hated the way he is hated. I mean, is he adored in all of this? Yeah, but I don't seek for the adoration or hate either way. It's 1:51. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock here. Yeah, 9. It's 9:11 here. Samara, what are you doing? You like my hat? That's pretty awesome. Look at, check this hat. I got one on top too. It's pretty cool, huh? It's a very comfy hat. It's very comfortable. You can wear it. You can wear it most. Just don't. You can't wear it in the summer because you look goofy. But you can wear it in the. You can wear it in the fall, in the winter. This will get me through winter in most places, even cold climates. I used to rock this in Baltimore, even when it was like, you know, snow and all of that. You just tie the little bottom things together, and it keeps you nice and warm. But it's not that cold right now. It's not that cold. I just happen to like, yeah, chase the sun, huh? You don't chase it. The sun comes to you. It just kind of just, hey, sun, where you at? Where you at? Sun comes back. It just comes around. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there you go, shaman clown. Yeah, sleeping the healing occurs in certain, healing can occur at any hour, but if you're in sleep, you have to get into the delta state of sleeping, where you're like your mind and body are turned off. You're basically, delta sleep is like dead. Your body and mind are dead. Whatever dead it is, it's just straight across. Like there's. I think if you were to do like sleep research on people that sleep in like vampires sleep in coffins, or people that are in deep states of healing, or people that are even like monks that go into that meditative mode, they've shut off most parts of their body and they're into like deep healing modes. I don't mind sleeping on floors. It just depends on the floor. Well, hey, divine. As much as I would come in, like, okay, so you and Gary Baxter, I love the shit out of both of you, and I'd love to come and hang out with Gary or you. You live in cold weather. It's not conducive to really. It's not conducive to the human experience. I've lived in the North. I don't like it. I just don't. I love the North. I love New York City. I love Toronto. I love the Finger Lakes. I love what it produces in the summertime. But no, I can't. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a fan of cold, which is, freezing. It's just not my thing. What up, Stan? Yeah, I get the nature of living and all of that, but there's mountains everywhere. The mountains aren't inclusive. Mountains are not inclusive to cold weather. It's not at all. It just, yeah, there is something interesting and exciting about seeing the seasons, is the rising and the fall and the hot and the cold. Yeah, but that's not how you're supposed to live as a being at all. No. Why do you think it is the devil lives in the hottest thing ever? And so whatever reason if the devil lives in hell, then God must live atop a mountain where it's cold. No one wants to be cold. So stay down here in hell. This is where we live. Why would have God made the sun? And the Son of God is fire. Pay attention. Pay a fucking attention. Just attention. Attention. If God created the sun, and the Son of Man is why you read any book, and the Holy Book is walking across the water and blah blah blah. That's the sunlight on the water. All that allegory. Yes, there's sun where it's cold. Don't get me wrong. But nobody's out in the cold. It's not a good idea. It'll freeze you to death. But there's nowhere on the earth that you could fry to death. You're not gonna get burnt to death on this place. You can't. You can freeze to death very easily, though. Well, Shaman Clown, I disagree very strong with you on this one. You admonish people who cut them down. Not true. It's called the giving tree, and the tree does plenty of things. If you eat plant life, you're killing trees. If you eat the berries, if you pick a flower, if you do anything other than let that tree be, then but the tree gives to you, and that's why there's so many. And they'll build you a house. The tree will build you a house. A tree will give you the wood to create a fire. No, it's not. That's not what a tree is used for. Nature, and if you believe in Shaman Clown, just to upgrade your, you could disagree with what I'm saying, but you can't disagree with the truth. You could say nature is superior to humans. Bullshit. It's not. Humans are not of nature. That's bullshit. That's not fact. That's not reality. That's clueless bullshit. That's like, oh, I'm gonna be a vegan. I'm gonna be a vegetarian. I'm not gonna hurt anything. I'm gonna step on a fly. Then go stand in a fucking frozen cave with no clothes on, and then make the world warm again. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, the trees were given for a reason, and humans are part of nature. And whether we're gods are part of nature, and they created nature, and nature is us, and trees are us, and we burn down and use things in different ways. No, I don't agree with that at all. That's faulty. That's faulty logic. That's faulty reality. That's faulty narrative. No, I do not accept that, and I never will. Never. I can't say never, but I'm saying 99% of me, as much as I know that you can't say nature is so far superior to humans. Fuck you, Shaman Clown, for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Not fuck you, but you saying something that is diminishing towards your reality. You aren't nature. If you're not nature, then get the fuck off this planet. When people say if you don't speak American, if you don't speak that English, why don't you fucking go back to your land? Where's your land? This is not nature. If nature's superior to humans, if you're not a human, then get the fuck off this human creation, this God creation. What the fuck are you if you're not nature? So don't, that I don't accept. That's stupid. We'll move on. The only reason people ever went to cold climates was for a fucking funny reason, but I don't feel like getting into that right now. People that cry over a fucking tree are the same people that fucking eat fruits and vegetables, which are tiny trees. So don't eat. Stop eating. Just sit there and don't even get out of your body and go somewhere else. Plant intelligence. Yeah, you know what? You consume the plants. So you can the reason a plant or a tree exists is so you can get the warmth and the energy and the intelligence of the plant. Why? Because they're giving you something, and they also don't want to be stuck where they are. You consume an animal product because the animal then becomes part of you, because whether it's an animal, they want to upgrade their spirit to something else, and if you consume a plant on the ground, it's because they're like, holy shit, I get to get inside of this person's body and walk around and experience life the way they do. That's what plants are for. That's what trees are for. There's no reason not to use a tree. Yes, certainly there's better ways of doing things where it's less harmful to the planet, the entire thing, but nah. What's up, Kabar? So you don't like maple syrup, so you can't bleed the syrup out of the maple tree and sweeten things. Do you not use maple syrup? That would be akin to sucking its blood dry. Shouldn't it stay in the tree? Why? What about the sap? You just take the sap off the tree? Is that okay? Love you guys too. Oh, sorry, I'm a little behind on the comments here. Kabar, no, it's not. Theta is not healing. No, delta is healing. Theta is consciousness. So you have. I did a whole thing on this. Theta is what? Theta. You're saying theta is. Okay, so you have theta is. You have theta. You have the normal 4, and then there's a couple outside of that most people won't get to. You know, but there's zeta, and there's. But I mean, we're using Greek words here, so. Yes, there you go, Stan. Yeah. Mouth breathers. Whenever you're eating, you're supposed to breathe it out of your mouth so you can bring the food that you're chewing on, the trees and the roots and the barks and everything else that you're smoking and chewing on, plant life from the earth that is trying to experience with you. Whether you burn it or put it in your mouth, you're consuming it. That's its goal. Florida's cool. Okay, so check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up into my cribble dibbles. Let's go inside. This sort of semi-rectilinear structure that my abode is in, that I keep some of the it's different elementals I use inside than I do outside. Just different things. Inside, there's a reason to have indoor environments. What do you think? What do you think an alchemy lab is? Inside of you is an alchemy lab. So inside of you. So inside of a temple or a house or you think the giant churches, never religious, but they're inside much. And how were they made? You don't think there's wood in that structure? You don't think there's things that we're living? You don't think everything else around you is a living system? It's used in a particular way, just like you can use wood in a particular way. Or a tree, because the tree will say, I can sit next to it, and I'll piss on it, and it'll say thank you, and it'll breathe out. Or I'll say, hello, giving tree. How can I assist? And the seed will say, or the tree will say, I have plenty of seeds here. And you know what the seeds will do? Grow itself again. And I'll say, hey, I got like 50 of your seeds. And the tree goes, cool. Take my seeds, plant them over there. I'll live again. And the tree says, cool. I was like, so let me just look at this right. If we can figure this out, let's get to a larger concept of reality. The tree that has produced seeds, inside of that seed is that same tree. Same tree. So if it has 50 more of it, if you had 50 more of your realities that we're about to come into reality and existence, wouldn't you? If you had 50 seeds come out you and you knew you were that seed, and you could have 50 lives, and I said, I'll give you 50 lives for this one life today, you would say, that's a no-brainer for anyone. And a tree goes, of course, I've already planted seeds everywhere. You want to take these ones here? And you would take those seeds and you plant them. I'll plant them somewhere good. Cool. Go ahead. You can cut my tree down, and you can cut whatever me is down. Go ahead. Have it. Don't worry. I'm alive again. That's the thing. So it's for people that are so fucking stuck on, don't cut down the trees, don't cut down the forest. Well, they're gonna fucking live in a plastic world and then figure out how plastic is made. Thank you. Hi, little puppy. Hold on, let me find the right. How do I get in here? It's one of these two. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. One second, y'all. Oh, fuck. Let's go inside. Opa. Opa. Oh shit. Welcome. Who's cooking in here? It's really interesting too, in this building. Certain floors have, the doors are different. We could journey throughout this entire building and find. I know people that walk through the building with their dogs and stuff, and they'll take them outside and come back in, put their masks on. Oh, that's the person says they have a dog on premise. It doesn't say fear the dog. You knock on the door and be like, nice. That's very interesting. It's really interesting. The first few floors, everyone's door has something funny on it. I've been here for a long time. You get to the top floors, not so much. I know a few people who lived here for like many, many years. It's a cool spot. I like it. Which one? Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Right. Let's see. And I'm correct. Could I ever be wrong? Can I see what I look like in a mirror? Can I see the mirror of me? There's me. A little side profile. Some people don't like their side profile. That's me. Hi. See, I told you I don't have a Jewy nose. Look at. It's not Jewish nose. Well, it's back so I can sit down and put on some comfy pants. Let's put some comfy pants. Okay. We've almost accomplished the great work. This is fucking hilarious. Trying to do something with I mean, I have two hands and they should both work, but they don't. Trying to flip through 3 keys. One is for the outside, one is for inside, and one is for, I don't know what the other one does yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to use that one for. Just go ask, what is this other key for? I got 4 keys when I moved in here. I know what 3 of them do. I don't know what the other one does. Still yet to know. I got a mailbox key, I got the gate key, and I got the house key. I don't know what the other one's for. Almost correct. Almost. Oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my my generous and comfortable domicile. I will be. Let me go. I gotta take my shoes off. Remember, I told you some people, if their entire floor is wood, you can wear shoes. If it's carpet, you shouldn't wear shoes. Although I've been in people's houses that have carpet and they'd wear shoes. Different people, different strokes for different folks. What I'm gonna do right now, because it is Taco Tuesday. Welcome, Taco Tuesday. It means from the tequila and tacos. To the death of the old world and the introduction of the new one. And I do have tacos here. Check it out. I got these earlier. I was going to bring them over to someone. And then when I got there, I realized, I don't know what it was, but probably not going to fucking bring them food ever again. Brought them food that I cooked, and they just left it there. So fuck them. Bring you food once, never again. Insult me and my generosity, and you know what? Fuck off. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. But see, little tomatoes on here, the sour cream. Gotta put a little sour cream on them tacos. What kind of tacos are these? Delicious tacos. That's what I got. You guys with me? Hey, want a shot? Let's go. I take like half shots. Holy fuck. Sour cream is pretty dope. If you don't have sour cream and you don't want all that, just use yogurt. I like to use a mixture of sour cream and yogurt in most things because it's good for a digestif, especially if you're using cheese. Most cheese you use is not going to be spectacular for what you're doing. What the fuck? Well, let's be honest. Isn't running water more like pretty fucking awesome? You ever had to just take cold showers? Cold showers fucking suck. You ever had to power off for a long period of time? What people don't realize about a power outage is you gotta do with water without heating it up, unless of course you know how to heat water up. I don't know if you run on a fully electrical system. You can't heat it up unless you have an ability to use the power of fire, which comes from trees and also the sun. But the tree was made by the sun, so the sun created the tree so you could use it as partly shade and partly heat. So in one sense, it gives you the shadow or the shade. In another sense, it gives you heat. Let's have one of these fucking mushy tacos. That's it right there. It's good taco. I just think we shouldn't be as wasteful as I am by using paper towels. I think that's stupid. There's better ways to do that. There are ways to do a lot of things. Isn't it weird that shamans would sit around a fire? How did they create that fire? It wasn't just the belly or the mind, it was actually a physical object they created to use for their benefit. The body is a physical element. The body itself. You know, what are you gonna do? Like they say, no, I can't use the burning inferno inside of me. I can't eat food. Mm. Mm. You know, I like the warmth of a bed of a woman. You know, if you live in a cold climate, I must guarantee you, as a man, you might prefer a chubbier woman. Just keep you warm. In a hot climate, probably not. You might like a chick with a totality. Oh, look at that. A totality, kind of in shape chick. Cold climate, fine. Devour this right here. Devour. Why do you think humans eat spicy food? Why do spicy foods exist? I'll tell you two reasons. In your blood system, it will kill things. And if it doesn't kill it, it will inspire it to leave. Will inspire it to leave. Can't stand the heat. Get out the fucking kitchen. Who lives in a kitchen? Chefs. What are chefs? Shamans. What are shamans and chefs really? Alchemists. So if you go in the kitchen, you can't handle the heat. Get the fuck out. How you create heat? Physical object. I mean, you can do it with your heart and your mind and all that shit, of course. But you ain't cooking. Who are you cooking for? Well, no, we just get everything from nature and it's just going to be all done. Yeah, that's fine. But, you know, if you really want to get right to nature, it's going to be warm climate. Anybody who's lived in a warm climate, I don't know anyone that would ever choose to go back to a cold climate. I don't know anyone who's ever in their fucking... They must, like, something in the cold climate will draw them back. I miss my family. I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I miss my girlfriend. I miss my husband. I miss my... Nah. You would never do it. Not in a million years. Because if everything's backwards... the devil, death, lives in hell, which would be cold. Underground is cold. Above ground is where the sun is, where it's hot. So... God lives in a warm climate, and the devil lives in a cold climate. Everything's backwards. Heaven is nowhere cold. Heaven is not to the north. Go to the north as far as you can, it gets cold. You go north. It's cold as fuck. Go to the equator. Equilibrium. It's hot. You want equilibrium? Go to Ecuador. What's in Ecuador? It's called equator. Ecuador. Why? Where does most of the planet? Where do most people live? You think people where it's warm, they're trying to go, I want to go where it's cold. No one ever said that. Only people that live in, they go, I can't stand the heat. They're addicted to death. They're addicted to cold. You know, ice cubes don't exist at all without technology near the equator. Bear is actually warm. Go to the north where it's cold. You create a fire. So you already got to use some sort of technology and do something to create a fire. So you can cook something. You can eat that cold fucking soup that you get from the. You know, go kill a whale. Go live where it's cold. Kill a whale. And that boat is you made out of what? Oh, mine. That the boat that you're sailing out around on the ocean on to get the fucking whale blubber. Made out of. Yep, you got it right. Please. And if you didn't, what did you do? How did you figure out how to even make a fucking bigger, better, stronger ship? It wasn't made in the north. It was made in the south. Of different elementals. Yeah. Goofy. It's not. This is where. Hey, I don't argue. I don't like to argue. Arguing is stupid. I like to talk shit with people. It's fun, but there's no argument. There's a fact. The equator is equilibrium, is balanced things. Things that have melanin that are stronger. The sun creates life. It lets the plants grow. There's nothing in the north growing that are plant life. The only thing that's growing there is some sort of trees. And those trees, well, the only way you're getting any heat from the fucking fire you're making is from cutting those goddamn trees down. Where you burn snow? Nope, not if a tree falls over. No. I know I'm a little behind here, Simon Clown. No, if a tree falls over, it doesn't offer itself to you. I mean, sure, you can have it. But a tree just the fact that it's there is already, just like any plant. I mean, I'm not gonna go over that again. I already, if you didn't hear that part, I'm gonna rewind it. On a microcosmic scale, small atoms. To create life, you need heat. You don't need cold. Cold doesn't make anything. You can't brew beer. You can't live in the cold. So to get that heat, which is from the sunshine, which creates the tree, the farther you go north, less anything lives there. But that tree still offers foundations. Cut it down. This is a given tree. It's happy to do it. It's so good. Taco Tuesday. I feel like the king LeBron James eating Taco Tuesday. LeBron. Dude, that dude is nice. Very nice with the basketball. As much as everybody's like Michael Jordan's best basketball player, I would take you know, in a basketball game, I'll take LeBron and Scottie Pippen over Michael Jordan and anybody. 2-2 game. It's close. It's a close call there. But in a 5-on-5, no, there's no question. That's like saying you take Allen Iverson or Charles Barkley. Oh, they didn't win any rings. They couldn't hold the team. And the only reason that Michael Jordan won a ring was because of a fucking Native American dude named Scottie Pippen. Go see when he won a championship without Scottie Pippen. He didn't. Near-death experience? Pretty much every day of my life. People use NDEs as OBEs as astral travel as like yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really legitimately like holy shit, I almost died today. Kind of shit. That's nearly I died. Fucking many times. I mean, how many times have I been something that was physically like I could have like my heart exploded and they tied it back together or whatever. Like enough. Yeah, kind of weird shit, but. NDE and OBE. Now, a three-letter word. GODZENTAODAO. D. Dao. Tao, Zen, God. NDE. Oh. DNR. Do not resuscitate. Yeah. These are not fish tacos. They have fish downstairs. These are it was one. I thought I was gonna give them away, but the people I went to go and see, they were not around, so I'll eat them. Chicken times 3, beef times 1. You know me, don't like beef tacos. Like I mean, I don't. The last time I had a beef taco. Besides the chicks, yeah, beef cheeks. Beef taco. Back in like fucking high school. These are pretty dope. I don't like ground meat like that. The chicken is pretty good though. I prefer fish though. Okay, Simon, I got you. No. I like to use a violently contrary position to things that people that I agree with. For the most part, certainly we can figure out a way. But where we sit and what we see about reality, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that my position holds a lot more weight in reality right now. In the future, do we need to cut down trees and all that shit? No. Should we have to? No. I agree with you there, but but for the sake of the argument, it's not even an argument, you know what I mean? But to take the sides to the just taking reality as it. See, there's no. What are you gonna build a house out of? Clay. I'm happy in a clay house. I think it's a better idea. Sure. So take away. Then if we're gonna live in clay huts, you still gotta live in a warm climate. Still doesn't get away from eating the plant life. Small trees. Smoke trees. Smoke some weed. Make some weed butter. That's a tiny tree. Anybody's eating anything. If you're gonna eat any plant life, don't tell me about. The people are cutting the trees down. They're shoveling fucking celery, and cucumbers, and broccoli, and all the herbs in their face. I want to hear it. It's just because it's bigger. So if I step on an ant, that's okay. But if I were to kill a larger species, a speciesism. If you can walk through your life and not step on an ant ever, tell me about it. I'd like to know how you do it. even inadvertently, and sometimes if a fly lands on your face, you're like, get the fuck up, fuck out of here, get out of my head. Have something, yeah, happens all the time. That's the thing about having a beard and wearing a white suit. A white suit, I guarantee I'm gonna eat food that's gonna get stuck in my beard and drink red wine. I'm gonna spill it on myself. You're not gonna wait. I don't care how cleanly you are. So I'd rather just wear a black or red suit. Uh-huh. I'm not gonna eat the sour cream, but because I'm still gonna. I would still like the white suit. If you wear a white suit, I look real good in white. If I get a tan, I look good in white. White suit. Oh, a fucking a seersucker. Fucking gorgeous. I got a really slick ass seersucker jacket. Mm. Mm. I get you shutting. I get some. No, I get you cutting or taking before time. Yeah, but how do you know what the time is? What is the time to what time? Okay, what time is it to kill a cow? What time is it to kill the golden calf? What time is it to kill the tree? And was it already dead? You know, if you let an animal die and it's dead in the forest, it's just sitting there and just rotting. Eventually, that's not edible, and eventually the tree has no energy to give anymore. You know, and the ancients used trees. You remember the Devil Wears Prada? Like how the priest, what was that dude's name, and the head of the church, that guy, he always wore the red Prada. He wore red, he wore. The movie came out called The Devil Wears Prada. How hilarious! So we've used the word Prada. What does Prada mean? It's a might as well say the devil wears Gucci, right? Plus, of course, we know what Prada means. Oh, that's so good. Oh, fuck yes. We're drinking this. Burp gun. Burp gun. Hold on, I gotta hit it for a second. See that? How quickly you can get rid of hiccups and burps. Yeah. Super Jam, you just heard that new locksmith joint. Hey, anybody in here? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go put some pants on. I'm gonna uh fuck you. Think I'm wearing anything? Anybody in here? Go listen to that new locksmith track. It's not from this room. That dude is not human like. He's He's next level lyricism. Next level lyricist. But what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little sidestep, put some stay here. Let me put some pants on. Well, no, I'm gonna take my pants off. I'm gonna put my party pants on, so all you party people can get down with me. And only on my what are the people do these? What does the chick do these days? They always have their OnlyFans account. You know what's funny? It's like Instagram. What I've noticed is Instagram is always like it's a bunch of false accounts, a bunch of people trying to just hustle, and a bunch of chicks trying to be sluts. YouTube has pretty much fucked their channel, their whole shit up. Hopefully they don't completely. Hopefully it maintains its YouTubedness where you can just come on and do things. Which most people can, but they've been a little creepy with their fucking shit lately. But what is it? What is it? It's called the fans only page shit. If you guys want to come see me take my fucking my drawers off, you want to see my brown eye and my taint. You want to see my cockle region. You gotta pay me for that. And that's what I think that most people on Instagram, most chicks are. I don't really know any chicks that are really like, I'm gonna go fuck it. Chicks don't pay dudes to see them naked, like, cause dudes are like, yo, what do you need? So chicks are like, so dudes are just going, oh yeah, it's a naked girl. What the fuck is wrong with dudes? All right, let me ask you. Let me ask dudes out there. This is a general question. I think it should be delivered to people that are pay for the seeing chicks naked. Here's the question: do you not know that the internet is you could just there's like pornography on the internet? Do you not know that? You're gonna pay someone fucking lots of because you think you're the only one that's like, hey bitch, but like yeah you like that though. There was a thing I was a video that I made. I don't know if it got cut off or whatever, or if anybody heard it. Ain't it funny that you can buy here, I don't even think I got into this. This is fucking hilarious. You can buy a digital thing for your phone that will hook up to a vibrator for a chick. So you can literally, chick puts it in her and she just walks around and all of a sudden you push a button and she's like, it's like a fucking robot. Like she's already plasticized herself. She got fake titties on your account. And she got like a fucking and like so like every time you're like, well, I want to give you the orgasm all the time. It's, just push a button. Like, well, I mean, how far are you removed from just at that point? Just go buy a fucking sex fuck robot thing. The sex fuck robot-y. I've thought about it. I really have. I've considered it. I've never used like one of the fleshlights or whatever, or the fucking whole thing. Or I don't even know. I don't know. I like human interaction. Weird, I know. Crazy. But like with this whole thing now, I'm like, is anything worth it anymore? Like, fine. I'm like, hey, I'm just looking around like, hey, this fucking couch is looking pretty good. Let me just slide my way up in this couch. Like, and cats out there, dudes out there, they're really on this thing where like, okay, look at you. These chicks they don't like you. They're just acting like they do. So just you have to know that. If you go to a strip club, you think unless you as good looking as say me, I'm telling you, strippers don't want to fuck you because everybody's trying to fuck them. Strippers try to fuck me. They don't try to fuck me over in that sense, but they want to have intercourse with me. I don't have to pay for it. It's just this is my lifestyle, Sorry, it's just what it is. I'm just trying to let you know. Not all of them. No way. I'm not that good looking. There's dudes that are like good looking enough. But most of the good looking dudes, they got nice suits, they got money and blah blah blah, and that's there. That they're pimping these bitches out. You know, just fucking purchase the fucking plastic thing and just go ahead and put that on your bed and drill the shit out of that and take a nap. Or just stop paying for dumb bitches that you're fantasizing is not true. It's not. There's nothing true about that. She's dogging you. She's dogging you. Oh, she likes me. She got a fucking 6. I mean, there's if you okay. Have you ever been with a male stripper as a chick, or have you ever been with a female stripper as a dude? Did you meet them in the club or outside the club? And did you know? When did you know? Have you ever fucked a stripper after meeting them at the club and then for free? I'm saying for free. Like you're not like throwing cash on them. Like they were just like, yo, what's up? Like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, they're like, no, I think you're really attractive and blah blah blah. That's sexy. I'm like, I know you've been with, but that's just like you meeting chicks. Like well, I'm a Christian girl, and that's one thing. Or meeting a chick out somewhere, bar, or, in a library. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, a couple days in, she's like, I was like, what do you do for a living? And she's like, I think you might not like me after I tell you, but, oh, that's cool. So you don't, she's like, no, actually, I'm just doing this to get through school and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so you don't, she's like, no, that's why I met you out here like this, because I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay, cool. I'm cool with people doing that, but you gotta realize, guys, I'm just getting back to this thing. I'm trying to help dudes and chicks too, for that matter. I could tell you in another direction how I'm trying to help, but dudes, stop. Just go fuck it. Porn is free. You don't pay for chicks. Fucking don't buy her a microwave. She's not gonna fucking mail order bride this shit. Stop it. Oh fuck. Shaman Clown. Shaman Clown. See, now you're being facetious. Now you're getting. Oh, Shaman Clown's upset. I like it. Would I cut down the chime tree? No, because you know how many fucking trees there are, and do you know how? Shaman Clown, listen to Glenn. Listen again. Do you know how many trees there are? And go back to this. What I said. Every tree seeds off. And that tree has already made more trees that are already the same tree that is that tree again. And it's part of the lineage, and that tree lives again. Through the seed that then becomes another tree, and it's actually 50-fold. It's like, have you ever smashed one of those little things, and then you smash them, and there's like 50 spires that run out, and there's not just one. You smash the one, you can't do that. But if you do, it multiplies, and you don't. The tree is, yes, you don't cut it down at 1 or fucking 2 years old. That's stupid. Should I cut down the chime tree? No, because why would I do that? That makes no sense. But there's not because that tree is selected as, it's not the same as every other tree. That's the point. That tree is for that reason. The other trees around it, they don't care. And that one, for a matter of fact, yes, I'll cut the chime tree down. You know why? I'm going to put those chimes on a different tree. We'll just put it over there. It's not a chime tree. It's a tree with chimes in it. Da 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 da. Come on, be honest. No, that tree is special in and of itself because it's positioned in the landscape of where it is with the lake and everything else around it, and because it's holding those chimes makes it even more fucking spectacular. Space. Like, what are you gonna knock down this thing? No, it's just in a good spot. Leave it there. Just eventually it will not be there. But in all reality, I could take those chimes off of that tree and walk over to any other part of the park and put those there, and it'd be just as perfect. There's plenty of other trees that could hold those chimes up, and that tree would just be, I cut it down, and you know what? Plant some other trees there. And would I cut it down? No, for the reason that it's that tree right there in that space. But there's fucking 10,000 others. That's an illegitimate. Your what is it called? It's one of the logical fallacies. That I wouldn't cut. Okay, hold on. Would you fucking punch somebody in the face? Would you just punch somebody, random person in the face? Would you punch them in the face? No, you wouldn't. But if somebody was sitting there just fucking slapping the shit out of you and your bitch and your girl and your wife and your children and everybody you loved, wouldn't you smack them in the face, punch them in the face? Yes, you would. So you can't just say that tree is equivalent to every other tree because it's not. Just like humans are not like other humans. Like there are some people like you can't say that like legitimately you wouldn't. Okay, humans all the same, trees all the same. This is your logic, and I'm showing you the logical fallacy you're presenting, and I can't remember exactly what logical fallacy it is, but would I slap the shit out of and fucking literally beat to a pulp someone like um name many of these people out here today? There's a lot of politicians, a lot of people you can't say that you wouldn't beat the shit out of. You certainly would. If you had the opportunity that they said, time to fight this person, you'd be like, I gladly would. Gladly. And then some people are like, I don't want to fight this person. That's ridiculous. Well, you're going to beat up your grandma? You're going to beat up your grandma. Here, you understand? You're not going to beat up your grandma. But if Bill Gates was in front of you, your grandma's there and Bill Gates is there. You're gonna equally present. You're equally going to say Bill Gates doesn't get to get his ass whooped, but your grandma doesn't. Oh, now we've understood. Now do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the logistics, the problem with the logistics of anything that like to say, well, you cut down the chime tree? Yeah. It's like would I argue with you? Yes, because I'm not with you with the statements you are making a statement. So I'm arguing the statement, and the statement is fallacy. It has no grounding in reality. Do you know why you go through your garden? Here, let's use more logic here, just for your brain to let this seep in here, and for everyone else too. Uh, If you have a garden, don't you cut down the fucking weeds so it doesn't eat up your garden of your fruits and vegetables and everything glorious? Don't you put hot peppers around the garden so certain animals don't come in and destroy it? Yes or no? Yeah, that locksmith joint is fucking dope. And Divine, if you agree with what he said, and then you're both literally, if you really believe that, and what I haven't said doesn't change the way your mind works, then legitimately that is, look at everybody else is an idiot at every level. Me too, but that's idiotic. That's moronic. That's stupidity. It's not yes, shaman. It's no, no, absolutely not. I revoke your ability to call yourself a shaman if you believe that. The insurance was already that we've already explained. Primarily, what do you think? This is like the fallacy of that if we drink water and if we flush our toilet and let our sinks run and let that will run out of water. There's no running out of water. It's a cyclical system that always replenishes itself. Just like a tree plants its own seeds, whether you do anything or not, it replenishes. And in fact, not only is it going to replenish the seeds, but you could actually take the seeds and go do something with it. The same fucking tree. Yucky topic. I don't know what the topic was, but what are the not there's nothing yucky about strippers. Strippers should be as legal as every fucking drug is. Some signs that a stripper wants to fuck you. Uh, well, it's not that she takes her clothes off. It's that she would just. There's no signs. She would just like say it to you. She'd be like, she would dead ass look you in the face and be like, "I'd like to take you," and that's about it. Your third self, group permission. Oh, fucking, I'm your 100th self that was born before your ancestors. Your ancestors only live because I allowed them to. How's that? uh, fucking funny. I'm gonna go put my pants on anyways. Put my comfy pants on. All right. Where are we at here? You know what's funny? Hey, Shaman Clown, when I said that to you, like the I said I scroll back, the comments show up in weird ways on my channel. So now I'm realizing when you said you got a third self, your 3D self grants permission. I didn't I didn't get the earlier thing that you're responding to. That just showed up now with Divine Hazel. That wasn't there before. So I was just scrolling back through. Crazy shit, huh? Good looking dudes like yeah, Shaman Clown is a good looking dude. He's actually frustratingly good looking. He's a very good looking dude. Hey, Shaman Clown. If I actually had interest in men or had boobs and a vagina, I would definitely interact with you. But I mean, I'm interacting with you anyways. Oh, I would still kiss you on the face. I would even kiss you on the lips. You know, not no homo, nothing sexual, all that shit. But I mean, it would be sexual, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be. I mean, would it be me kissing you, or would it be you kissing me? I can't tell. Or would we be just kissing each other? It wouldn't be like, yeah. Wait. Oh, I thought you said Art A. Kabar. When you said Atil laugh, I thought you said Artie Lang. Artie Lang is funny too. Ah, Divine, Divine. Why do you do that? That's so weird to me, Divine. You can leave it there. It's just creepy for the future for you, because weird people use phone numbers. I've had people that are stalky, and it's not a comfy thing. I'm not saying people would stalk you because I don't really know who you are. Um, and you bitch, fuck, shut the fuck up. I get where you're coming from. With like yeah, I get it. But like shit, it's hard enough. It's hard enough. It's hard enough not to get stalked. As a chick, you should be a little more concerned. See, doesn't even YouTube tell you should keep your self like your personal information to yourself? Like you could have hit him up like here, call me. It's I mean also Divine. That doesn't prove you're not a robot. Honestly, that's not proof. Even if we in the West world right now. Here's why. Here's how. Here's why it doesn't. You could be a robot, and I could see you in person. I'm like, I could just go. I could touch you, and I could be like, oh, this is, and how would you know? How would you know that you're not like a robotic being that was built in 1200? Like we assume that we're at the top peak of advancement of technology when we could be living in the year 50,000. We could live in the year 50,000 right now. Could you imagine how far technology? Here's how the brain of a fucking weirdo works. We could be in the year 50,000 right now. Could you imagine what the technology would be like in the year 2100? It's be crazy. Could you imagine 3,000? What if it was 50,000 years? Like, do you know what they could have done with like all of the technology, nanobots, the different types of beings in blood? You know, cut this one, it comes out, and there's we tried this different type of fluid, and we took in the consciousness in his computer, and blah blah blah. You could be. You could actually walk around just like everyone else. I see people outside, they walk around. I'm not a crazy person going, everyone's a fucking robot. Like that crazy, but I'm like, can we, what is that? What is to be, I can just trust that I'm having an experience. That's where I start. I trust that I'm having an experience. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think there are some, heartfelt, honest, whatever, if they're, let's just say, organic systems that grow out of the heart and the heart of Mama Earth and the mind of God, whatever it is. But then even within all those things, you could create a bunch of systems that are subsystems that you couldn't really tell the difference. Like, are you certain that I'm real? There's a lot of people that have asked me, like, are you real? Do you exist? Am I just a digital representation of something on a screen? Never met me in person. And even if they did, like, you've seen. Look at you're playing a video game. It's like an Xbox, the new Xbox or PlayStation 5. It's just pretty close to reality. That's pretty close. It's pretty intense. Then you watch some of these. You're like, oh, that's pretty close. But you realize that's not the top of technology, even that we're told. Technology is 50 years ahead of that. So do you know how CGI images, like how quickly, like there's nothing that anyone can say or do that can't be digitally, and you can take digital. Here's the thing: someone's voice. There's actually, they should even show you that they're called like the deep fake shit. You can take anybody that's doing a TV thing, and you could just mouth over something, and they'll change the lips of it, and you could say anything. They can take a digital signal of a voice and turn it into analog. They can analyze and analog a digital system. It's not that hard to do, and you would never know. And there's no way of calculating how it would be known that you could take a voice, and because a voice has a certain pattern. It's like, oh, it's like a fingerprint. You could never. Yes, you could with voice. Yes, you could with someone's image. Yeah, I could take a picture of anyone, and even with the dumb technology we have these days, and when I say dumb, I just mean it's not even the most advanced shit. It's what you're given. Like, so, I don't know, Divine. Are you for real? I don't know, dude. Maybe. I'm just saying that not because I don't think you might be, and probably. It's like anybody out here. Even the people I met in person. Even people I meet in person, there's between a 99 and 100%. Okay, that's real. But then the people I haven't met in person, I'm sitting there. I'm still on a 50-50 thing with most people. Most people talk on here. I don't know. Um, Super champion. Are you talking about when you get your dick hole pierced through the bottom of your penis? Prince Albert and a can. I don't know that. And but with all that being said, Divine, um, I'm pretty. From someone that I haven't met in person, you're closer to, like, even despite the other day, like it was just a bunch of fucking dumb shit. I'm pretty sure Divine Hazel's real. I'm pretty sure I've seen Shaman Clown, never in person, but like a video chat with him. He's a real person, as close as we can get, I think. Shaman, I still think you've missed the larger thing that I'm getting at. I still think you're missing the larger point. I'm not gonna do it again. Feel free to listen to it again. The couple of things I said. It's just, yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying, but if 100 conscious, aware shaman were listening, they would decide. 99 would agree with me. Are we not everlasting? Are we not all that is life? Like, stop consuming. Get back to stop consuming anything. Stop breathing, and then go live in the astral realm. Don't live in a house. Don't wear clothes. Be naked. Don't live in it. As soon as you don't think the cotton. So you like the cotton? You like the cotton that you're wearing and that nice shirt that you have? But how about that cotton? So you're a speciesist, are you? Huh? Follow here. You're a speciesist. So the species of a tree is more important than the cotton that you don't like cotton? You're gonna use hemp because hemp is renewable. You cut lawn? Have you ever cut a lawn? You ever cut something down? No? How do you get your clothes? How do you get your food? How do you get it's all part of the system that you don't have to consume anything. You don't have to burn down a tree. I'm not suggesting to kill animals or burn down all the trees or cut them all down and build them all out of build everything out of wooden structures. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not the amount that we use all the things is overconsumption, obviously, but it doesn't escape the fucking fact that reality is always going to be interacting with everything else, and some burn you an old for don't they fucking okay so they don't down fucking forests places because some of the trees are dying and some of the because not that's a long story to get into, but don't burn the trees down. Leave that there. I mean, there's a lot of things that go on. I just cut down a motherfucking tree. What's up, excrement? Divine Hazel. Yeah, you can look at just to further that, Divine Hazel. Yes, they do. They could. Why wouldn't they? The entire system is a mathematical principle based upon a computer program that is all digital realm. It's computer digital robots. Why do you think people could have a lot of money and there's just you type it in the computer? It's all fucking it's all robotic in nature. A computer is robotic. It's a robotic system. Of course they could. Of course, a robot could send money. You know, they could alter. And listen, I'm fine with all that. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying you don't exist. Like you're saying, like, oh, I do exist, and I'm here, and I appreciate that. I'm just giving the example that sincerely you might not. Okay, if robots, okay, here, let me help you out here. Pay attention. I'm using both. I'm going to advocate for and against. I'm going to use Plato's the Christian apologetic or the apology of Plato, which means they're going to stand in defense of something, which is the opposite of an apology, which normally says I'm sorry for something. Crazy. But the point is, the standpoint of them is to say, I'm taking both sides here. Okay, I'm playing the devil's advocate as well as Plato's the idea of the Christian apologetic that a computer robot system could steal from a bank account. It happens all the time. A robot computer system can succubus money out of something, or numbers or currency or something. As well, I could add to it. So I just go, okay, cool. So either way, I'm just giving that example. So just straight logical analysis of the system, yes, a robot can certainly add to or take away from someone's account. Do you not think it's already very, very apparent that the computer robot system allows for some people to have very big channels, and some people don't have big channels for certain reasons? It's very clear. There's plenty of people that speak of certain things and of other things, and their channels don't get big, or their channels get broken, shut down, blah blah blah. And there's other channels that like all they do is talk about queefing in a dolphin's mouth and sticking an M80 up their ass, and their channel's got 200 million views, and like, and then people that say anything. So it's obvious. It's a very clear example of just the idea that it can add to or take away from. No, here's the thing is I don't think she's a robot. I don't. I'm just saying. It's a good. I've literally had arguments with a robot, and I only figured it out afterwards. It was an AI intelligent. It was an AI program running, and I only after a little while, when a couple things occurred, and I started to in the other direction say something, and the response was, it was not human. It was automated. Super Champion, I don't know that one. Samara, come, you guys come to New Orleans. It's fun. Even despite the fact that the city is not what it was before. You see enough goofy people with masks on. Everyone's for the most part pretty cool here, despite my occasional shaking my head and going, ugh. It's still pretty awesome here. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't, like, literally going somewhere else. I couldn't imagine how dumb it would be to be in any other city right now. Like it's to me, this reminds me of a better. Even though, despite all of the because of the thing with the masky thing and everything, it's still better than anywhere else, even on a good day. If in another city in a normal day without this, now it's still better here. Weather's better, people are better. There's still enough cool things. There's a chime tree here that I'm not gonna cut down. Kabar, are you a tidbit? You're a tiddly bit nippy. You're a tiddly tit bit bipsy. Actually, you asked if Eminem didn't exist. The guy. That's a really large question. Was there a dude that existed named Eminem? Like that was his name, you know, Eminem, Marshall Mathers, all that. Yeah. Was there another one of him created a laboratory? Or did he was just a CGI image? I never met him, so I don't know. Is he a composite character of something? I don't know about that. You know, there's plenty of people that I know that are good writers. I'm a good writer. If I sat down and write, I could go write rapper music. Not that good. But if that was all I did all day, I'd be easily equivalent to any of the best writers ever. There's no doubt about that. It's just not what it's like. I like cooking. I like writing. I like drinking. I like going out in public. I like meditating. I like doing all sorts of different things. There's some people that specifically go fucking balls to walls. Like, you think Michael Jordan's the best at anything besides basketball? No, he's gonna be good at other things, but if you focus on something to one degree, like that's what I'm doing. So in that sense, like, no, I don't think that his writing capacity is some like outlandish thing that only you, how you must be a robot kind of thing. Hmm. Did he exist? Yes. Did he make that song about everybody want to be another Eminem, and he's got the whole like all the dudes that come out with the shaved heads and shit. There's a possibility. Is he still the same Eminem? I think Eminem and um, Eminem and Dave Chappelle. There was a time that they don't look the same or sound the same. I'm not saying like if you listen to my voice and stuff, you say, "Oh, you don't sound the same." But no, you could just see me develop differently. No, they just were different afterwards. Something. Yeah. Mom spaghetti, huh? His mom feed him poison spaghetti. Oh, poison spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, well, he did talk about. Well, and I've brought this up quite a few times. Munchausen's. He said, he used to teach me that I was sick when I wasn't. Blah blah blah. Like I think that dude existed. I think that dude existed, and I think probably what did that turn into? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you got mad famous, you might change. Some people if they get famous or whatever, maybe they're already in the club, or maybe, sometimes people like they're like, oh shit, that motherfucker right there. And they're like, oh, let's see, this dude's poor, he's got nothing. He'll sign up for the club, and he's really talented. Fucking get him in here, and then they just change their kind of, their motivation changes. All of a sudden, they can, oh, they can buy all the nice things and treat all the, you have basketball players or football players, and you're like, where are they now, and what are they doing? And how did they go through $30 million? Their career paid them, a bunch of money, and they're broke now. They're living in a fucking trailer in the middle of fucking Oklahoma or something. How does that happen? Well, because they were like so excited, and they're trying to help people. Like, oh my god, I was poor too. Now I can help all my friends out. Blah blah blah. And they go and they're maintain porn. It's like funny enough, I hang out with some people that are mad fucking like super talented that have made music with some people you wouldn't even understand, and they're like sitting on the street homeless, and the dude's not joking. He's like sitting there. He's like basically just eyes closed, not looking at the strum or the chords, and playing. And I was like, listen. I was like, check out this song, and he starts playing the chord keys of the song that I'm playing. He's like, yeah, and I was like, oh, do you know? And he's like, no, I used to hang out with that. Yeah, I used to make an album. I was like, how the fuck are you sitting here on the streets of a very very strange thing? Like, there's plenty of people that are very extremely talented that just end up with nothing. Like I don't, there's plenty of people that end up with something or nothing, for different reasons. You give the 100 people $10 million. Oh fuck! I might have to go to bed in a second. Kind of tired. Give 100 people $100 million. Like they're gonna be, one person will be greedy and keep it all. Some will share it. Some will invest it. Some will make businesses. Some. It's just yeah. All right, everyone. Living in a van down by the river. I gotta get the fuck out of here. It's been a pleasure. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's nap time for me because I've been eating more than usual, and when I eat, I nap. When I don't eat, I can stay up for hours. But right now, I feel pretty comfy. Oh my god! I have my little bed. Those blankets, those weighted blankets. Weighted blankets are awesome. If you don't have one, if anybody is having trouble sleeping, I suggest buying yourself a weighted blanket. They have them for dogs too. So if you have any dogs or animals that are spazzes, get them some. It's called a thunder coat for dogs, and for humans, it's like a weighted blanket that makes you feel like it's nice. It's a cozy thing. So I got the fuck out of here. And again, if anybody wants to, and you find tokens, biosurvival tokens, or chips, or money, or currency anywhere, you know, always feel free to put that into my account, because that's really cool. Because I just, I do this because I enjoy it. I know I love talking to y'all, but 3 hours of this, if I was doing a normal job, would probably pay me about, between 25 and 75 an hour. So I should be at like 300 and some right now, and I probably won't make that in a month. So, but if you guys want to, feel free. You know how to do it. It's beneath. And stay cool, be weird. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay awesome, inspire the world, and also remind yourself that maybe Zen is worth a couple of your dollars, not just your ear. Because I will maybe treat you one day to a knife to your ear and cut your ear off, as if you were a great artist. He cut his own ear off, though, didn't he? Yeah, I'll cut your ear off if you want. Bye, everybody. Stay awesome.